Jerry, video games are the latest craze to sweep the country and most of the world, too. Millions of people are addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens in arcades and in their own homes.
Video games are looked down upon by many people in modern society, but the majority will only use stereotypes to judge video games of whether they're good or bad. But we will find out in this video. Now, in this video I will be explaining that children exposed to video games do not directly lead to violent behavior. As a matter of fact, they can be helpful for children with disabilities, and they can also be a new way of learning. Let's get right into the video. Video games in their own nature are supposed to be a way out of reality. According to an English elementary teacher by the name of Mark Holton from the article Interactive Literacy, he says, narrative video games can be helpful with educational technology, and they can be used for learning purposes. But games are useful for more than engaging purposes for boys who struggle with the English language. With so many students passively playing games in their spare time, now it's a great time to challenge them to become actively aware consumers of the medium. It also states that using video games just opens a large number of interesting conversations and allows for interrogating the value of industry society at large, given the ambiguous nature of games on mobile phones. And they are a great way to use multimodal text in the classroom. In another website called utopia.org, Andrew Miller states that there are tons of ways that video games can be used for educational purposes. Taken as an example for Minecraft, students can replicate structures of history, do math-related problems, and use problem-solving skills with others to collaborate and teach the fundamentals of teamwork. Now, going deeper in the more scientific aspect of video games, as stated in an article by Plus One, it is said to help out kids who are in need of cognitive rehabilitation and kids with other types of disorders. One of the motivations for examining recreational video games used in relation to attend skills is motivated by the use of serious games for cognitive rehabilitation. This is an active, though sometimes controversial, area of research. And recent preliminary works has shown positive effects of cognitive video games training on visual work and memory and selective attention in young children. To further support that video games do not cause violence like what the media portrays, a study made by the NPD group shows that 91% of the kids aged 2 to 18 play video games in the modern era. This is because of the uprising of mobile phones and portable game consoles, cited by Coldway. If these games truly did increase violence in teenagers, surely the number of unprecedented mass shootings and crime rate would be infinitely higher. But fortunately, they're not, cited by Berg. People also have to take into consideration that family problems and domestic abuse are a really big contributor for kids and students to not be in the right state of mind. Instead of confronting the problems that reside in the family, parents will cover them up by blaming video games. As stated before, video games are used to escape reality. They aren't meant to incite violence. They are not supposed to put children in a wrong state of mind. And they surely are not made to sound scary. With all the sources that have been mentioned in this video, it really puts into perspective that video games are not all about stereotypes. Although video games are yet to be further researched, they're just like every other entertainment out there. Just because you watch the Terminator movie, it doesn't mean you will become a Terminator. If you play Monopoly, you will not become a billionaire. If you play Mario Bros, you will not become a plumber. And if you play video games, that does not mean that you will become a violent individual.